Hi, it's Tony at Victor Litz Music. Going to show you some guitars today. And we've been doing these videos 3 guitars at a time now for a good 6 months. And if you like the way we do the videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. But I'm finally down to, out of these racks going this way, then I've got a bunch of them behind the counter over where the camera is right now. But here, this rack is the last that I need to talk about. And then I can move forward and do the ones behind the wall. Then there's an acoustic room. Then there's a bass wall. I've got a year's worth of stuff to go for sure. But here we go, showing you these guitars real quick. Whatever's on the shelf is what we're doing. Here is a $350 T-bucket, Fender T-bucket. Not sure why they call it a T-bucket, but there is a flame top Sunburst with some really cool inlays around here. And they're not inlays, but just the pattern that they've done. A Fender logo right here on the 12th fret. Fender headstock logo, matching somewhat of the same kind of artwork. Flame top, acoustic electric cutaway, built-in tuner, all black back and sides with binding. There's a very boring plain Jane back of headstock and the entire guitar. That's how I do the videos. If you like the video, please subscribe, like it, share it, and comment. Just say hello. It helps us tremendously. We will repay the favors to everybody out there best we can. So, but I like to roll them around on the nice flame top guitar so you can see what they are. That's one. Here's an old Fender Acoustic F210. But I remember when they were doing them, I liked this headstock back when they were doing these. I was like, Fender was not known for acoustic guitars, and they started getting into it. And they had some old Malibu stuff from the 60s. But this is when they were doing something in Korea. They were building a decent acoustic. And it'll say Korea on the back of it. But that headstock is pretty distinctive of that era. And then this being a used guitar, possibly from the late 80s or 90s, still has the Fender peel and stick protectant over the pick guard. So it seems to be a spruce top, mahogany back and side, cool inlay down the center strip, black binding, and there it says Made in Korea. Also has a laminate faceplate on the headstock of mahogany, high gloss. And that's that one. That's a used guitar. The reason I chose these 3 is just because they're the top of the rack that I'm doing and up to today. So here was a Fender. These tags are falling off. FA 345 CE. Again, a cool flame top guitar. And this has got, one company was calling it Silkwood on the sides. But I'll move this around so you can see the top. We're talking about the top right now, which is some sort of a flame, whether that's, I just can't imagine it's a maple top on an acoustic guitar. But it's certainly a flamed wood, cross-cut, green, something another. And then it's got a faux shell binding. I'm going to toss that stuff down. But the binding around the edges, pretty nice. But look at the lace wood. If that's what they called it, they could have called it something else, but another manufacturer was calling it lace wood at some point. A nice inlay done around here, nice inlays in here. So the beauty ring around the sound hole has got some nice design to it. And there is the back. Isn't that cool? Totally great guitar. Hopefully you can see some of the wood grain. Run it up and down inside there. Okay, it's got a vintage gear and traditional hang tags. Does have a little bit of a volute, and then this large Fender headstock, and then a flame maple faceplate to the headstock. Once again, if it's maple, if it's something else, I stand corrected, but it's easier to describe it than that. Okay, that's it. I'm doing these 3 guitars today. You can stay tuned for other videos tomorrow and the next day if you subscribe, because I will be doing these guitars, all these guitars. Behind the camera, there's a wall full of bass guitars. There's an acoustic room. I might not do all these ukuleles and stuff. It looks daunting to me at this point. But we are Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can see all of our stuff on Reverb for the current up-to-date, up-to-the-minute deals and specials that we have. Plenty of specials going on over there, up to 50% off on some stuff. You can look at our website, but we do not update the website very often. We throw some stuff up there that sits. If something comes in and it's been here a month or so, we might get to putting it onto the website. But new arrivals go straight to Reverb for the most part, and that's new, used, and vintage. And we will buy your used gear. You can trade it in, you can consign it, or we'll buy it outright. We'll buy one piece at a time or an entire estate. So that is Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Sincerely appreciate you checking it out. We're open 7 days a week. We're all family run, been here since 1961. We do the lessons and the rentals and the repairs, and customer service is excellent. If you need something, you can usually get it done while you wait when you come in for minor repairs. Many simple repairs we'll do free of charge. You just show up, come in 7 days a week. Huge store to choose, all this great stuff to look at, new, used, and vintage. 10,000 square foot store, used to be a Ben Franklin store. Got a warehouse on site, rehearsal space. It's a nice big room, pro sound room, acoustic room, drum department, keyboard department, band instrument department. We do a lot with the school band instrument rentals. And then there's 18 classrooms for teaching. So we have 18 different teaching studios in the back there. So come see Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. If you're ever in town, you're welcome. Please come in, say hello, say you've seen the videos, or be shy and quiet. Either way, just come visit. We thank you for checking it out. Drop us a memo, please comment, say anything, say hello. Tell us where you're at. So have a great day, and it's Labor Day weekend, so everybody gets off Monday. That's great. Thank you. Take care.